Hey Sergeant, I wanted to record this really fast. I know we talked about it the last time. I was hoping that I would never have to upload anything else to your email, but I'm afraid things are still happening. Um, so first of all, a few weeks ago, I didn't record the date. I got up one morning and the trim on my car was bent backwards, like maybe that somebody was trying to break into it or just trying to irritate the situation, because it was already broken, but then I woke up the next morning and it was bent completely at a 90 degree angle. So I know somebody at that point had started coming around. And then yesterday, when I got home from work, I was checking my mail and I looked up the driveway and the lights on my van were flashing, like you're pushing the key fob. And so I thought at first, maybe somebody's in the driveway, and I pulled up the driveway and I saw that it was my van, the lights flashing. And I pulled all the way up and parked kind of catty-cornered from it, and the lights flashed again. And the light inside came on and, gradually went back off, like, you're just getting out of the car or something. It scared me pretty bad. And so I called the sheriff's office to come out, and I told them what happened and everything. And then once they left, they didn't see anything. They checked the back and went in the house. My house was a mess. And checked the door of my mom's tiny house out there. They didn't see anything. And so I was glad they escorted me in the house. And so I went in, and once I went in, I realized that one of my key fobs was missing. I have two van key fobs. And I realized the last time I used it, I probably, possibly, I don't know, left the van door unlocked with the keys in it because I was unloading things. So I think possibly, my dear friends, John, probably, and maybe my other friend, I don't want to mention his name because he swears. Last time I talked to him, he swore he didn't have anything to do with this kind of stuff. But I can see them get, in my mind, I feel like they got the key fob out, and when they saw me pulling up, they probably have seen me sit out there just exhausted before. But I feel like when they saw me getting my mail, when I started pulling up the driveway, I can just see them messing with me, flashing the lights. And then especially when I got up and was sitting next to the car and it flashed again, I think because my Ring door camera didn't go off, I think they came out of the woods on the back side of my mother's house and stayed kind of in that line, like where the camera couldn't see them, like maybe between, the two buildings, and then right up behind the van. I think that's the only way they could have gotten there without the thing going off. I really do. I think they came out of the woods, behind my mother's house, out of the view of the camera, and stayed behind the van, and maybe came in through the passenger door or something. But I think that's what happened. That's the only explanation. Why in the world, and then after the sheriffs left, it didn't do it anymore. So I thought maybe it might have been an electrical issue or something, but it's not. It wasn't. So, and I figure, since he got off on probation, all of that stuff, he's probably feeling pretty bold. But I want you to remember, I say it every time I talk to you, that I'm not suicidal and I'm not about to run off with anybody. I like where I am and I like my job. And I really, really believe that it's John, they're still messing with me. And if anything happens to me, you remember we talked about it. You're going to check him first. You're going to go find him and check it out. And thank you for being so understanding and for letting me do this. It makes me feel good knowing that you've got an email file, a whole folder on your computer with all of the things that I send you. But yeah, every time something happens, you've got the whole collection because I send it to you first. So, all right, thanks. I appreciate you so much.